What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and today I'm back to bring you 40 facts on the Warhammer 40k universe. Now, if you guys didn't know, YouTube has updated once again, and they have a new feature available, which is you get to post polls and ask questions and showcase some art and stuff, which is pretty cool. So we did that about a few days ago, and I asked the question, if I, the Sound Alchemist, were to start a new Chaos army, what army or what Chaos God would I choose? So the whole reason behind this was that I'm probably gonna sell off my Grey Knights. I know you shouldn't sell off your armies because you'll regret it one day, but I don't think I've ever had fun playing Grey Knights recently. They were really good back in 5th edition, but as of lately, it's just not fun. It's like I get whooped in close combat, I get whooped in shooting. I don't know, maybe I'm just playing them wrong, but so anyway, I might sell the Grey Knights and pick up a Chaos army. So that Chaos army was pretty much up to you guys to see what you guys wanted us to see, or to showcase, and Slaanesh won by a small margin. It was really neck and neck for a long time, but towards the end of it, Slaanesh was starting to break through. So with that being said, I'm thinking of starting a Slaanesh army based around demonic engines of chaos. And I was looking at the whole pantheon of chaos models, and the Maulerfiends and the Forgefiends really stood out to me. I didn't know they were that huge actually on the board. I thought they were kind of smaller, maybe around the size of like a chaos spawn, but no, these things are huge and they look awesome. So with that being said, I decided to dive into their lore and learn a little bit more about what exactly are demon engines and Maulerfiends and Forgefiends. So that's what this video is about. So without further ado, guys, let's dive into this chaotic lore on the Mauler and Forgefiend. A Forgefiend is a demon engine used by the Chaos Space Marine Trader Legions and the forces of the Dark Mechanicum. The Forgefiend was devised by Dark Mechanicum warpsmiths to sow death and destruction amongst enemy forces from afar. This Forgefiend is roughly a centauroid in form, and it stands on 4 powerful legs. The demonic beast's 2 twin arms are replaced with twin mount weapons that carry Hellforge parodies of Imperial armaments. Now, when a demon engine is forged in the citadels of the warp, part of the fire that burns there is transferred into the heart of this beast's engine itself. It is this brimstone-scented furnace that powers the engine's mechanical motion, but it also provides the baleful energies that it pours out onto the ranks of its enemies. Now, with that being said, let's dive into its weaponry. So the most common armament of a Forgefiend is its set of Hades autocannons, which replace its arms. Now, the Hades autocannon is a large 6-barreled rapid-firing autocannon that allows the Forgefiend to size down masses of enemy troops, and even some lightly armored vehicles too. The Forgefiend then replenishes its ammunition supply by devouring metal just as easily as flesh, and a well-fed Forgefiend can maintain a glowing salvo of shells for several minutes before stopping to gorge on some raw materials. The pulsating energy of a Forgefiend's warp-fire furnace is not always used to produce solid ammunition. Sometimes it is used to power its flex-sheathed plasma weapons of ancient design, weapons so large that they look out of place upon a land-based construct such as the Forgefiend. These plasma-equipped demon beasts have been nicknamed Cerebites by Imperial forces, as they usually contain no less than 3 ectoplasma cannons, one mounted on each of their weapon arms and another located within their mouth. These weapons were once prized artifacts that dated back to the time before the outbreak of the Horus Heresy, but have now been corrupted by the malevolent arcane knowledge of the warpsmiths. Gargoyle-mounted and drizzling with balefire, the searing energies of those devastated weapons hurl outwards, as they are a hybrid of plasma and burning ectoplasm, channeled straight from the Forgefiend's tainted hearts. With that, it sums up most of the lore on the Forgefiends, so let's dive into their close combat cousins, the Maulerfiend. Now, Maulerfiends thunder towards their foes like giant attack beasts let loose from the leash. The eyes of these beasts glow with the balefire of the warp, such as ectoplasmic drool drizzles down through their great fanged maws. The Maulerfiends' primary limbs end in a prehensile power claw, powerful enough to tear straight through Astartes' power armor. Oftentimes, the Maulerfiend will simply scissor them apart, or simply squeeze them into a paste with a flex of their claws and a growl of satisfaction to end it. They are also known as stalker tanks, or scalers, because these multi-limbed monsters have the strength and agility to climb even the sheerest walls. Nowhere is safe from a Maulerfiend once it has the scent of the enemy. Unlike the Forgefiend, which is powered by an internal warp fire furnace, the Maulerfiend is powered and fueled by the demon that inhabits it, and thus its power is amplified many times over. Chaotic lords often deploy Maulerfiends to disable or destroy heavily armored targets. The beast will grasp hold of vehicles or encampments and use its power claws to hold the target, while its magma cutters will focus all the demonic anger into it, burning a white-hot flame that can melt literally through any type of material. Many, such as an Imperial Titan, have been felled by Maulerfiends, climbing up to its legs and scaling through its joints with its claws and pinpoint magma blasts. Sometimes Maulerfiends serve their masters as being demonic battering rams that barrel headlong through the enemy lines. They defend themselves from counterattacks with segmented tendrils that whip out from their thorax to crush and confound those around them. These lashers gorge themselves on hot flesh of their victims until their blunt muzzles drip with blood in a twisted parody of feeding, even though they could take no sustenance from the flesh of mortals. And with that, that concludes the lore on the Mauler and the Forgefiend. Now, it's Maulerfiend and Forgefiend, but, well, yeah, you get it. Anyway, this is just the beginning stages of me going into this new army. I don't even know if I'll do it 100% yet. But the kind of thoughts that are going through my mind is I want a warpsmith and a demon prince who are working together, and they are leading an army of the Forge, the Demon Forge. So it's going to be a mix of like hell brutes, Forgefiends, Maulerfiends. You're going to have some like demons in there, such as like greater demons, but I'm not sure what yet. Again, you guys chose Slaanesh, so I'll maybe some Keeper of Secrets in there, some Demonettes, some Riders of Slaanesh Riders, I think that's what they're called. But anyway, guys, I'm not 100% sure yet. If you guys have a good idea, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget, guys, we also take requests for lore videos, so let me know what you guys want us to cover down below in the comments. Also, don't forget, we do have an Instagram, a Twitter, a Patreon, and a Facebook page. Now, Facebook, we try to get on there every day, you know, reply to your guys' messages, post some awesome 40k stuff or other nerdy things, so check us out there. And Patreon, simple dollar goes a long way. $1 a month helps us bring you more giveaways, and basically it helps us give you more 40k content. So check that out. If not, we understand, no biggie. You could always just check us out here on YouTube. And with that, that pretty much concludes this video. Again, stay subscribed because we post 2 videos a day, so I'll see you tomorrow. This has been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll see you then.